Welcome back, scholars, to another impactful, amazing, and melanated episode of Black Study Snacks. My name is Devon Travell, creator of Black Wall Street, the board game, and today we are going to go over 5 things you should know about the wealthiest man who ever lived, Mansa Musa. Let's get into it. So, during this video, you are going to learn about how Mansa Musa inherited the Kingdom of Mali, what's so special about Sudanese horses, his net worth or estimated net worth, how he may or may not have inspired the Black Panther, and how he urbanized the Malayan Empire. All right, are you ready? Cool. Let's hop right into it. So, if you didn't know, Mansa Musa inherited the Kingdom of Mali in around 1312, and he reigned over the empire until 1337. And he inherited the empire, Mali, from his uncle, Mansa Abubakari II. And this is not typical of what usually goes on, but what is traditional is the king always appoint a deputy, right? Someone in charge for whenever the king goes on his Mecca travels, or whenever the king is not there, this person is going to be appointed or given the power of king while they're not there. Mansa Abubakari was an explorer. It was his dream to explore the Atlantic, and he sent many ships, thousands of people, gold, animals, and agriculture into the sea, some of which never to be found again. And it's, according to legend, right, they found a river in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean that took hold of their ships, and some say that they ended up in South America. But regardless of the legend, that is how Mansa Musa became the king of Mali, because Mansa Bubakari went on an extreme adventure, and Mansa Musa was then given the mantle of king over the Malayan Empire. Today's question for you is, are you ready to claim your inheritance? Right? Are you ready to claim your inheritance, whatever that means to you and your family, whether it's skills that are passed down to you, recipes that are passed down to you, or even just your last name? Is it land? Is it a house? Is it a business? Whatever it may be for you and your family, are you ready to claim your inheritance? Go ahead and leave your comments below. All right. The number 2 thing you should know about Mansa Musa is he did not play around with his cavalry or his horses. Mansa Musa equipped his personal armed guards with the best and the fastest horses in the land. And whenever a Sudanese horse would come on the market, he would make sure to purchase it and only give it to his people. Right? So again, these were the tallest, the strongest, and the fastest horses in the land. When we're talking about military advantage, when we're talking about protecting the trade routes, when we're talking about protecting the king, the most wealthy man in the world, he had to make sure that his army, that his people had the right tools, right? So as you're building your team, or as you're trying to accomplish the dreams that you're working to accomplish, are you using the right tools? Are you using the best tools? And are you making sure that you are becoming the best you that you can be? Number 3 of the 5 things you should know about Mansa Musa is he may have inspired the character T'Challa in the Black Panther. Now, when you take a look back, there are some similarities, right? Yes, one was a real king, one was a fictional king, but they were both very wealthy. They both got their wealth from natural resources. Mansa Musa mined salt and gold. T'Challa, or the Black Panther, mined vibranium, which then fed into the entire kingdom of Wakanda, right? So both of them were able to get rich and use their natural resources to build wealth. Both of them were also kind of rulers over a secret, right? And I put secret over it because it was, Mali was just not known at the time, right? Wakanda was hiding and then became known, but both of them were not known to the public world or the world outside of Africa, but were known within Africa, right? So again, when you look at the legend of Mansa Musa, when you look at the wealth of Mansa Musa, when you look at the way that he was building infrastructure and the way that he got his riches from natural resources, there are some similarities between him and the Black Panther. Now, a question that I want you to think about is what other African legends would make some dope movies, right? We're talking about maybe Queen Calafia, right? We're talking about maybe Queen Saraonia. We're talking about some Hotep medicine, right? There's a lot of African legends out there. So if you know any and you think that they would make a great movie, go ahead and leave a comment below and let us know. Number 4 of things that you need to know about Mansa Musa was he was largely responsible for urbanizing the empire of Mali, right? So before Mansa Musa, Mali had a rich history, but under his leadership, Mali was able to expand and develop. Mansa Musa prioritized keeping the trade routes safe. In his mind, if the trade routes were safe, if the traders and merchants were able to move their gold, their camels, their salt, and all the other beautiful natural resources and art, then they were able to pour riches into Mali, but also trade natural resources from Mali. And his hypothesis was correct, right? By keeping the trade routes safe, he was able to bring more international trade into Mali. He was also able to build mosques, build schools, and that development of Mali really made it the educational center of Africa during that time. So the question for this section is going to be, what structures or institutions can you build that will outlive you or continue to put forth the values that you believe in, right? Schools are a great way, churches are a great way, nonprofits, businesses, technology, all of these things are institutions and structures that can live on past you and continue to put in the effort and the values into the world, right? The energy that you want to put into the world way past you are gone. So take a second, think about it. All right, and powerful number 5, and stick around, we're going to give you a bonus, but powerful number 5, the one that I think most of us know, is Mansa Musa's empire had a net worth of over $400 billion, still making him to this day the wealthiest man to ever live. So Mansa Musa's empire was fueled by gold, salt, iron, real estate development, skilled workers, and so much more that all fed into the king's wealth as the owner of the empire. While it is impossible for us to really get an accurate representation of how much he was worth because of all the art, the cloth, the real estate at that time, it's hard to determine how much these mosques and these schools that he built were really worth today's economy, right? But according to mostly the gold that he had, we are saying that he's estimated around $400 billion. And if you stuck around this long, of course, we're going to give you a bonus. But if you want to learn more Black studies, if you want to learn more about Mansa Musa, if you want to learn about Tulsa's Black Wall Street, if you want to learn about Black innovators throughout our time, you can enroll in our Black Studies Snacks membership today for just $1, or you can join our Play Black Wall Street Academy focusing on entrepreneurship and financial literacy also today for just $1. Click the link below in the description. You'll be able to start your amazing membership today. But of course, as promised, I want to give you a bonus. And the bonus is the Malayan kings may have started to colonize in America before Columbus ever even got to America, right? While there is definitely debate over the details, some historians do believe that Mansa Musa and his uncle Mansa Bubakari were the first to create colonies in the Americas. Africa's presence is definitely solidified in the area. When we look at the pyramids that were built in that time, when we look at the sculptures and the statues of the Olmecs, it's clear that there is an African presence in South America specifically, but there's not too much evidence to actually confirm it. So what do you think? Do you think King Mansa Bubakari made it all the way to South America and started building a new Africa or a new kingdom in South America? Leave your comments below and let me know what you think. Appreciate you for tuning in to another installment of Black Studies Snacks. And of course, make sure you keep on snacking. Peace.